right, I'm gonna review a movie, y'all, and then we out of here. So me and Sabrina, we watched. Oh, I had it pulled up. How they gonna play me like this? We watched a movie called X. Um, it's a horror movie. Well, did you say slasher?
It's a slasher film.
Okay, slasher film slash. All right, so it's a movie called X. Here's the premise. In 1979, a group of young filmmakers set out to make an adult film in rural Texas. But when their reclusive elderly hosts catch them in the act, the cast find themselves fighting for their lives. That's the premise of the story. So it's a movie called X. They set out to make a good porno movie in the 70s. And the producer really wants to do like a Debbie Does Dallas. Like he wants this movie to really resonate and just become this thing that everybody's talking about rather than just make, a standard, porno flick. They have, grand schemes on this. It's directed by T.I. West or T. West. I don't know if you pronounce it T.I. or T. It's literally the letter T and an I. He's directed such films as Them. Oh, Them. Remember that TV series? That I was movie nighting Them, and I just checked out.
Oh yeah, because it was yeah. I remember.
I think that's what it is. Wait, is it the same one? So he's done a TV series called The Soundtrack, The Resident, Chambers, The Passage, The Exorcist. These are all. So he's done a lot of TV directing. He did a movie called In a Valley of Violence, The Sacrament. He also directed VHS in 2012. I heard a lot about VHS.
I actually watched
Did you
that.
see it?
Mm-hmm.
Was it good?
It was cool. It was a ride. It's on Netflix.
He directed Cabin Fever 2 as well. So it's not paranormal though. There's no supernatural theme in this movie. It's literally imagine you Airbnb in the 70s. Somebody got an outhouse, a guest house, they got out back. And they're gonna let you rent it out, not an outhouse, but the guest house in the back. You know what I'm saying? In rural Texas. Outside of Houston in the 70s. One of the stars of the film is black. Just throw that in there. Kid Cudi was the black guy. So Kid Cudi's in this movie. Brittany Snow is in this movie. The guy, what's his name? Martin Henderson. Mm-hmm. Mia Goth, Jenna Ortega, who was in the Scream movie. I think that's who.
Yeah, she
was in the Scream movie.
Scream, yeah.
Martin Henderson, Owen Campbell, so Stephen Uri, James Galen, and I meant to look up who the old lady was.
Oh yeah, because it was definitely.
But I don't want to. You know what? I'm not even gonna say nothing.
Right,
but
right,
anyway, so basically, they're coming to make a porno movie, and they want to make a porno movie that's really going to stand the test of time and really resonate in the porno community. And that's what we all want. When you make a porn, you don't want it to be disposable. Mm-hmm, you want it to make a mark. You want it to make a statement. You want it to be the porno that everybody's talking about. You want a Debbie Does Dallas. You want a, what's that one? Deep Throat?
Yeah, Deep Throat.
You want a, what else has really resonated with, I feel like now porn is so much porn. You can find any and everything that you're looking for. You want a Booty Talk series. Booty Talk really resonated in the black community.
Oh man.
Booty Talk? Booty Talk 89,
story.
Booty Talk 62. Come on, man.
I definitely.
And we can't forget Booty Talk 44.
No,
that was the one. I remember Snoop Dogg had the porno joint going. He wasn't actually smashing in there, but he was partying and rapping in the beginning. Obsession was in there. I used to like Obsession. I don't know where she is now. She was in the Vibrant Thing video. But porn, don't get me started on porn.
I also want to mention Young M.A. has a good one too.
A good what?
Porn. It's not.
Oh,
she's
she
not
got-
in
but
it,
she
but she
rapping?
directed. She directed it.
Really?
It's really good.
Who's in it?
What's her name? Honey. I follow. Oh, Honey Gold.
Honey Gold. I don't
Yeah.
think I know Honey Gold.
And there's like a few. It's obviously a lesbian porn, but
Uh-huh.
it's like it's very. You could tell a woman directed it.
Okay.
It's very like nice and sensual and like sweet,
Mm.
and I'm like, oh, it's a good
Okay.
time. I enjoy this.
It was a good time?
Yeah.
You feel warm?
Yeah, I was like, oh.
So they set out to make the Great American Porno Movie, 79, Airbnb it, let us use your guest house. But, they didn't tell the old people, yo, we here to make porn in your guest house. You just don't lead with that. Okay? And it's an old man and his old wife, and they out there making the porn, doing the scenes, making the noises, and things get weird. The old lady's out there looking at them while she out there old, but she won't in on this. She won't in on this sex. And like she's old though. Like she's like, yeah, I'm on in on this. She watching and looking through windows and being creepy and they just out here just trying to make porn on your property, man. Mind your business. Mind your business when we trying to make porn on your property, man. Nah, sonny, I want in on this. And like, it got real uncomfortable watching this quite a few times. And no disrespect to old people, but we all gonna get there. We all gonna be old one day. But I just didn't want to see it. I just never wanted to see old people get it in. No disrespect. I don't want y'all to think I'm over here like, man, you really coming down on it. I'm just being honest. Even when I'm old, I don't even want to see myself getting it in. I'm like, man, hey, turn the mirror to the other side. For me, my old self, personally, I already got body issues with myself. Then when I'm old, look out. But she was just like, let me get in on this. And so she watching them. She kind of peeping game and seeing what's going on. And, the cast was all right. Like Brittany Stowe's character and the girl from Scream 2 and Kid Cudi and Martin Henderson. It was an interesting group of people. Like, everybody had their motives, Martin Henderson was the executive producer, and he wanted to be like, I wanted to make something that's really gonna resonate. And then the director, he was like, I want to make art. I want to make this porno movie artsy. Like I want it to really, just show something that we haven't seen in this medium. You know what I'm saying? So he's thinking artistically, and like Brittany Snow's character is like, I want to be a star. You know what I'm saying? And I'm excited about what I do, and this is what I do. This is who I am, and of course I'm a star. She already sees herself as a star, and then you got the other girl who was kind of like the main focus, really, and she's like. She doing the cocaine because it is the 70s. You got to get the cocaine going. She like, you going to be a big star. And she telling herself this in the mirror, which resonates to me that she really doesn't believe it, but she's trying to talk herself into it. Like, I'll do whatever it takes. I'm doing this because this is what you got to do to make it in this. And then you had the other girl that was the boom operator, the one from Scream, and she was just like, this was new to her. Like, I didn't sign up to be, a boom operator on porn. What's going on here? So she's all new to this. So you have that dynamic going in. And then you got the creepy old people whose guest house you're renting out for the porn. And then things get creepy and things get slashery. Now, mind you, the film opens with, grisly murder. And that's where the sheriff comes in. It's like, you got the sheriff coming in, boots first. He got his boots on. He got the 10-gallon hat and the shades, toothpick. Sheriff, you going to want to come see this. That's always something that's said in any type of horror movie or any type of thriller. The deputy always rolls up on the sheriff. Sheriff, you going to want to come and see this. And so when he going through the house, it's something you need to see. And that's setting up the audience to be like, what we got to see. Like, what's going on? And then they always show them something, and then they go see it, and they be like, oh, for the love of God. There's always that moment, oh, God. They take the glasses off and be like, oh, Lord in heaven. It's always something like dramatic. Oh God, God help us all when they take the shades off. Um, I don't know why in my movie notes I wrote notes during this movie. The gas prices in 1979, it was 69 cents for gas. They had a sign up that said 69 cents a gallon outside of Houston, Texas for gas. Bring those prices back. Another thing I noticed, whenever they set movies in the 70s, they always got a girl barefoot with her feet on the dash. It's a pet peeve for me. Feet on the dash. I do not like it. I don't condone it. I'm not with it. I know you're trying to get comfortable, but feet on the dash. If you're going to put your feet on the dash, whoever's vehicle it is, ask them if it's cool. Don't just throw your feet up on the dash. And I notice whenever they do the feet on the dash, the feet are always clean. In real life, your feet going to be dingy because you've been roaming around. Unless you just got out the shower and got carried to the vehicle, are your feet going to be that crispy and clean. But and Quentin Tarantino has a foot fetish, even though he didn't direct this, but I know he has one. He always highlighting feet in his movies, women's feet. They got their foot on the dash. One girl had her feet out of the car in Death Proof. So
There's that infamous scene in Kill Bill with
Kill
her
Bill,
feet.
was she trying to get her toes to work?
Yeah.
And we looking at Uma Thurman's toes for 15 minutes. And Uma got the mountain. She had that long second toe like me. And I was just like, oh, she got the mountain going. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Uma Thurman, man. Her character in Kill Bill, one of my favorite movie characters. Also, in these movies, this is a note I wrote down. Whenever you go to a creepy house, somebody always sees somebody staring at them from the upstairs window. Whether it be an attic or whether it be upstairs, there's always their shot. Somebody outside and they glance up and they see somebody looking through the window upstairs. Always that shot. Whether that person exists or not, whether it's a ghost or not, whether it's somebody creepy, there's always that moment of, hey, I'm outside. Let me look up in the window, and then you see somebody looking. Have y'all ever had that moment? Have you ever had a moment where you was just looking at a house and you randomly see somebody you don't know looking out the window at you? How'd you feel? What happened? When did it happen? How did it happen? Let me know in the comments below. But they definitely got this shot in the movie. And also, this movie has the 70s camera zoom outs. They get the 70s. They didn't really have the 70s camera zoom ins, but they got the zoom out. We gonna go to the wide shot. And that's very 70s to me. Like 70s, especially on the slasher flick tip, they gonna zoom out. They gonna pan out slow or fast and zoom on out. So we get that shot as well. And I notice when it comes to porn, I'm not comfortable with women looking young. I'm just it's never my thing. Y'all know I own that I watch porn. But when it says teen girl gets, I'll be like, skip. Cause even though I may know that girl might be, because I'll check. I'll be like, well, how old is this porno actress right here? Oh, okay. Like I have to know you're grown. But if you look too young, I'm out of there. And so the actresses in this movie look young. So it's just like, here we go with this. And I've never really been comfortable with the teen aspect of porn. Like I need you to look like a grown woman. I need you to look like a grown woman. You ain't got to look mad. You ain't got to look like the lady that's been stalking the kids in this movie. You ain't got to be like, oh, I still got what you need. You don't have to be that old. You don't have to be Mildred. But I need to at least know you grown. You can buy liquor. You're grown. You're somebody's aunt. You might have a few kids. I need to know this. I need to know this. Yes, MILF porn is up my alley. Cause you grown. But they be throwing MILFs on you too early in porn. They be like, MILF, she's 28. What are you talking about? No, that's a MILF. I'm like, what are we doing here in porn?
That's true.
You creeping me out, man. She's 28. That's MILF. I'm like, all right, man. Y'all are weird.
I mean, is the only criteria that they have to be a mother?
They got to be a mother? That's the mother. I'd love to, so at least
I guess it counts if they're a mother.
you could be a mother at 28, but still, man, come on. When we think MILF, we thinking 40s and up. At least I would think, but that's neither here nor there, man. But forget all that. Y'all want to know the review of the movie X. Well, here it is. Oh, yeah. I'm giving the movie X. Actually, I'm giving the movie about 3 saxophones out of 5. It was solid. It was entertaining. But it pissed me off a lot. Because, they do dumb shit. Every slasher flick, you got to do dumb shit. And they was doing dumb shit. I'll give you one or two murders where it caught you by surprise. After that, man, you gotta know something ain't right. And then I got grossed out a few times. I was just like, all right, I got a little uncomfortable. But it was creepy. It's a strong 3, soft 3.5. Because it was entertaining. It stuck with me. I didn't know what to expect. So I like coming into something new like that. And I feel like this was a new angle for a slasher flick. It was like porn. And they didn't really shy away from making the porn videos. Like sometimes they kind of sat in certain scenes a little too long. Well, I was just like, all right, this is getting uncomfortable. Can we cut? But overall, a decent watch. If you're not squeamish about sex and slashery gross stuff and old skin, you could probably sit through this.